too.
Imagine, it's final seasons at Pepperdine. You've worked extremely hard all semester, and it's all come down to this final determination of your grade. So we have all recognized this beautiful place, our wonderful library, simultaneously relaxing, but perhaps also stress-inducing. And you've been pushing the limits of your mind and body during this final push to get prepared for finals. And you're craning your neck, staring at your screen, physically exhausted, mentally trying to cram and relearn while also reviewing everything that you've learned all semester. And so how can we improve this situation, and what can we do better? And this work-life balance we've created at college, how can we improve this? And as you would imagine, we don't have the best work-life balance in college as college students, but especially at Pepperdine, where everything just seems to be even more rigorous than the average situation. So it won't surprise you guys to hear that over 70% of college students are psychologically distressed, suffer from anxiety, and possibly depression as well. Additionally, more than half of these students suffer from low self-esteem and have little optimism and a low sense of self-efficiency. And in college, we exist in a situation that's not just academically driven, right? We have pressures and simulation constantly surrounding us, opportunities such as clubs, sports, and Greek life, as well as there's always something to do. There's always an activity, always a game. You always want to connect with your friends, roommates, create these lifelong relationships, right? So we're doing this on top of school, which creates these added pressures with this constant simulation. And there are also physical drawbacks that we suffer from as college students. And this is such as not being able to sleep, right? I mean, how many of you guys feel exhausted at all points in time? 50% of students report daytime sleepiness, so whether it's falling asleep in class, and then 70% attain insufficient sleep. And we also are trying to find time for physical activity, just moving our bodies, doing things that we love, that create those physical rewards as well. And we have little time to do this and to work this into our schedule. So, surprise, as a yoga instructor, I believe that yoga is a wonderful solution to all of these problems. From the physical benefits and the mental benefits, I personally went through training as a yoga instructor my junior year of high school. And I can personally attest to the amazing aspects that I will dive into deeper in this presentation, that it has helped me in my life as a student and has continued to improve my life as a college student. So moving on to the mental benefits of yoga, focusing on meditation and concentration, which is this amazing element of yoga that not all sports and other physical activities do. Right? Yoga has this mental aspect of clearing the mind, concentrating on a specific object, things like this, which really help clear the head and provide a better sense of self. In a school-based study of elementary school students and teachers, they found that yoga improved their overall quality of life. And then in a 2017 study, they found that yoga also improved brain function in college students specifically, and as well as mood. And additionally, yogic philosophies. We have various self-improvement philosophies that we like to implement, adding these as well, create a better sense of self, improving his mental aspects. And then moving on to the physical aspects of yoga, this flexibility and strengthening qualities that also is very unique to the practice of yoga. Exercise is known to increase, in a study, exercise, when increased by 47%, was found to increase the standard deviation of grades and grade point averages by 0.14. And then in a 2014 study, it was found that improved sleep duration and quality through yoga specifically. So yoga helps people sleep better and longer, which of course is something that we as college students are in desperate need of. So what can we do to implement yoga in the lives of college students, right? So Pepperdine actually does have yoga classes in our physical activity schedule, but these classes, we have classes Monday through Thursday at noon. And I don't know about you guys, but noon is kind of a strange time to do yoga. Maybe in the middle of the day, we could eat lunch or we could go do yoga. Sure, okay. But this is the only option, unfortunately. There is one other sunrise yoga class on Thursdays, which is great if you're an early riser. If not, then you obviously won't be doing yoga unless you're skipping your lunch. So I believe that if Pepperdine and other colleges were to implement more classes in a variety of schedules to better suit our needs, I don't think the lunchtime and mornings, specifically if we had more variety, this would be better suited for all schedules. And also a variety of classes as well, not just the physical practice classes, but the meditation classes and these other elements that are so unique to yoga that we could all implement into our lives to help clear the mind and improve our work ethic as students and our efficiency. Additionally, I believe that workshops would be extremely beneficial, especially to college students, if implemented through the school or outside of school, just to be encouraged. And this is a way to create these routines and learn more about various aspects of yoga that could be beneficial. Whether it's diving deeper into a specific posture, making sure you're aligning your body in the correct ways to not injure yourself, these little things that we can change into our practice and into our lives. You know, it changes the way you work out, changes the way that, you know, you can go about your daily lives and the philosophical aspects as well. Yoga is a light which once lit will never dim. The better you practice, the brighter your flame. This is what a modern yoga guru said. And through yoga, we can all work to brighten our flames and to create this long-lasting relationship with ourselves as students through yoga. And then as a whole, moving back to our original situation, imagine that you're back in the library, extremely stressed, finals are here, but perhaps now because you've been exposed to yoga and you've had these experiences, you can maybe come back to the breath, something we typically do in yoga. Or maybe your body is better rested and you have a better center of yourself as a student. And through this, we can all work to be better. We can be better versions of ourselves through the implementation of yoga as college students in our
lives. Okay. What do you think?
A little rough, but...
Well, this is something, I mean, obviously you're very passionate about and you know a lot about, and that's what makes this a lot easier to do. I mean, at the end, you had kind of a brain freeze and all that, but that happens every once in a while. As far as delivery, it wasn't perfect, but it was better than what you've done before. So I'm really proud of that. What I'm going to tell you now is just the ifs, ands, or buts as we go through it. But overall, I thought your delivery was much better than it has been. So that's good. And I give you a pat on the back for that.